All right, the NFL All-Day Marketplace just opened yesterday, and it may or may not have been what you were expecting. But given the stage that we're in with the platform, it's not something that surprised me, and it's also not something that worries. In this video, I'm going to give you all of my takes on what's going on with the marketplace in NFL All-Day, what's going on with closed beta, and I'm also going to talk some strategy now that the marketplace is open. We're going to look at 10 moments under $20 that I think are incredible buys right now and that I've been looking at. And at the end of the video, I'll show you everything that I purchased on day one of the marketplace opening. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric and my NFL all-day name is Nifty Sports. That's NFTYsports. I go by the same name on NBA Top Shot. The whole point of this channel is to help you build the best collection possible and keep you up to date with everything NFL all day and other major sports NFTs. I think since the market just opened yesterday, it's more important than ever for me to tell you a little bit about my experience with Dapper Labs, specifically with NBA Top Shot. I've been in the market actively about every single day since I joined Top Shot on March 1st of 2021, and I've learned a ton. Now, I'm not saying that everything that I say is correct or that I'm more right in my opinion than yours. I'm just using this channel to kind of air out what my thoughts and what my strategies have been in Top Shot and the things that I see similar from Top Shot to NFL all day. I'm a huge football fan. I have been all my life. I played in 3 fantasy leagues last year and I won 2 of them. Let's go. And I actually really know the history of NBA Top Shot even prior to March 1st of 2021 when I joined. I've been fortunate enough to talk to a lot of the early adopters about what it was like in the early stages of Top Shot. And with the way things have gone for the first day in NFL all day, I'm starting to see some similarities that I think we can learn from and that I want to share with you. If you want to, feel free to look up my account on Moment Ranks. I'm pretty proud of it, given the fact that I joined Top Shot at probably the very worst time that you could join. March 1st into February last year, there was a massive bubble that was inflated and it popped as a ton of new users came in all at the same time. I was one of those people. A lot of us saw our account values drop by like 75%, some of us even more. Some people never came back to the platform. They were so exhausted by it and their account just got demolished. So they cashed in their chips. But what I did is I stuck with it. I was able to sell off by using strategies, sell off some of the moments as they were on their way down. I had enough liquid capital to buy moments then again at the bottom. And a year later, I'm up about 25% or more on my account. And I'm not sure if there's a ton of people out there that can say that they're up quite as big given the time that they got in. One of the things that I've learned about Top Shot in the early days is that back in October 2020, when it first started, the volume was super low, okay? Meaning that there weren't sales. There were probably days and weeks going by for sales on, one particular sale on a given moment. So the activity was super slow. We're kind of seeing that a little bit. We're seeing a little bit of a sell-off. Things are dropping pretty heavily in the all-day marketplace on the first day. But it's important to keep in mind that NBA Top Shot had entire sets and entire pack sets like the Western Conference Finals and the Eastern Conference Finals rare that they weren't even able to sell out. There was still 50 to 75% supply of those entire packs, and people were allowed to buy unlimited amounts of packs back then, and they still weren't able to sell out. 50 to 75% supply. And what they ended up doing on that particular set is they ended up burning and deleting the NFTs from the blockchain. They basically just burned all the moments so that the supply that's circulating in those sets is actually a lot less than what their mint count was. I know that's a little bit into the weeds, so I want to move forward. But what I'm getting at is that we are still very, very early. I think we are at least a year behind the maturity of the platform that Top Shot has, and I'm in it for the long run. It's up to you whether you are or not. But I want to go into this with a ton of excitement and tell you what my strategy is so far and what I've done on NFL All Day within the first day. So in this video, I'll go over 10 moments that I think are the best buys under $20. I have a very specific strategy on this. And then at the end of the video, I'll tell you everything that I've bought so far within the first 24 hours on the marketplace. But before we zoom in here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like the video if you want to be entered into my weekly NFL All Day giveaways. I will start them as soon as gifting is available on the platform. I've done over 100 of them on NBA Top Shot. I'm excited to get started in NFL All Day as well. If you're not into the giveaways, no worries. I'd still love it for you to subscribe to the channel and join the community if you get any value out of this video. Now let's go ahead and zoom in and talk about the top 10 moments under 20 bucks. All right, here's my account. A little bit of a teaser of what I got. Hint, hint, this Tom Brady. These other ones came in a pack that I was able to get. My collection right now is incredibly small compared to my Top Shot collection. I have 43 moments. I was able to get 8 packs. I came in the second wave of the beta. So I got everything except for the very first ever pack drop. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the marketplace real quick. I'm sure you're familiar with it by now, but these filters on the side are super helpful. Again, they are not as developed as NBA Top Shot quite yet, but I expect it to be a lot more user-friendly as the program develops. So I just used one simple thing to find these top 10 moments under $20. And I filter these solely by all-day debut badge. Now, if you haven't seen my video from earlier this week where I talk about not getting burned on the marketplace, my top 3 tips, go ahead and check that one out. If you don't know what these badges are, I would study up on them. There is a blog with all the information. The all-day debut, what I'm looking at just means that it's their very first NFT on NFL All Day. Okay, so those are the ones that everyone has their eyes on in Top Shot. I think they're significant in that they're the player's first NFT on the platform. So that's what I'll be solely focusing on for my top 10 under $20. I'm going to keep it simple. There are a ton of good players out there with all-day debuts under 20. And let's talk about the first one here real quick. The first one is Nick Chubb. He's an absolute stud running back. I mean, I had him on my fantasy team last year. It wasn't the best fantasy year for him, but hoping that he bounces back next year. This one is a common moment. You can see this all-day debut badge right here. This is what the all-day debut badge is. There are 1,248 remaining in packs. So about 88% of the supply has already been released into the holders of these moments or individual collectors, which I think is just amazing. And that's something that I think as the user base grows, we're not going to have to worry about. Some of the ones that I'll show you later on here, there has been a lot less supply released, but I still think that they're good buys at the level that they're at. So as you can see, the floor is pretty strong at around $13, $14, $15, $16. So quite a bit of room until you get up to that $20 range. And, you know, maybe it even drops down a little bit, but I'm totally comfortable with this one at 13 bucks. The next one we're looking at here is the current defensive player of the year, $19 for his NFL All Day debut. This is an absolute no-brainer to me. There is, again, about 88% already released into collectors' hands. So I'm not worried about anything with a big amount of supply being released on the market. This is one that I haven't picked this one up personally, but I'm going to pick this one up as well as that Nick Chubb. I think it's a killer deal at 19 bucks. The next one here is we have a team moment. Okay. So a ton, again, 90% of this is released on the marketplace. You can see there's only 669 remaining out of 7,000. It's the Chiefs all day debut. I mean, the Chiefs are going to be in the championship or in the Super Bowl conversation for the next however many years. They won it 2 years ago against my Niners. They made it last year and lost to the Bucks. And then they also made it to the conference championships this year and lost to the Bengals. But in one of the most popular teams and the best teams in football right now, it's their first ever team debut. I think there's a lot of value in those team debuts. There's even some rare ones that I think are good deals right now. and this one's going for $11. Next one up, we have another one. I mean, I know a lot, you either love or you hate the Cowboys. I'm kind of neither. I got family that likes the Cowboys. I'm a Niner fan, but they are what they call America's team. Like they're a very popular football team, not only in the country, but in the world. This is their first team debut. It's a cool blocked kick against the Washington football team. And there's about 90% of this, 90% of this released into collectors' hands already. And it's sitting at $13. I think it's a super good buy. It's something that I really like. Coming up next, we got Joe Mixon, a fantasy stud this past year. It's a cool run, touchdown with the high step Deion Sanders into the end zone. Most of it, again, has been released into the hands of collectors, and it's only $12. I love that this is only 8,500 of them minted, and it's, again, his all-day debut. Next up here, we have the all-day debut for Stephon Diggs. It's a nice catch and a touchdown from Josh Allen at home. The fans, as you see in Buffalo, are going crazy, just doing Bills Mafia stuff. $17 for his debut. Killer deal. Most of it, 88% of it is released. I mean, that is a no-brainer to me. I have 2 of these in my collection already. The next 3, there is a little bit more supply to be released. So these will probably come down a little bit. Who knows? Depends on how many people they let in and how many of the moment they actually release and how much supply and demand that there is for it. But this one's $21. It's a little bit over 20. It's an all-day debut rushing touchdown from DeAndre Swift. Love this one. Be careful when you're buying moments that still have a ton remaining in the packs, okay? It's something that you want to be aware of. It's not necessarily a drop dead, don't do it. But a lot of it is more volatile because you don't know exactly when they're going to let more users in. You don't know exactly when they're going to release more moments, but I love them for the all-day debuts. I think that a lot of the all-day debuts are at really good prices right now, and I'm going to definitely keep my eye on those in the next couple of weeks. Next up, Keenan Allen, another all-day debut. Again, you can look at the number remaining in packs. You can look at that there's 10,000 total minted. This is his debut badge. He does the gritty. I'm not sure if that's actually a good gritty. I don't think it's anywhere near, Jamar Chase level or Jay Jetta's. But anyways, that's not the point. It was a sick touchdown. We got $13 for this all-day debut, and now we will move on to the last 2. This one hits close to home for me, probably my MVP, along with Deebo Samuel or Jalen Waddle on my fantasy team last year that took home the championship. I drafted Waddle late, but I also got a super good value out of, Deebo, of course, and then Mark Andrews, who was just absolutely carried me through a couple of the weeks later on in the season there, even when Huntley was in there at quarterback. So $13 for his all-day debut. There's still more than 50% being released of this supply. So, 5,600 remaining in packs. This must have been a super early on one, but I still think, at $13, I think this is a good long-term buy. You can be patient on it if you want, or you can monitor it how you wish, but love Andrews as a player, and I love his all-day debut moment. And then the last one that we got here is CeeDee Lamb all-day debut. About, 60% of this one is in the hands of collectors. 40% remains in packs. This one has gone up. It's about $24. I put this one on the list anyways because CD is just a superstar. And I don't even think he has another moment on the platform. I could be wrong. Maybe he has some rares, but I think I checked and this is his only one. Let's double check just to make sure. Yeah, there you have it. CeeDee Lamb, only one moment on NFL All Day. It's his all day debut, obviously, and it's going for $24. That's a killer deal, in my opinion. All right, there you have it, people. There is my top 10 under $20. One of them is over $20, but hey, let me know if you agree. Let me know if you have something else on your mind. I know there was a ton of championship moments under there, even Odell Beckham NFC championship moment under 20 bucks. Those were some good ones. But let me know down in the comments if you think there's anything better under that $20 mark. If you're cutting out from here, thank you so much for watching. But let's go ahead and zoom in and I'll tell you what my shopping spree was like on day one of NFL All Day. I'm definitely excited for a lot of the pickups that I've made, and I think they're going to be good long-term buys. I'm being a little bit cautious, but also I think there's room for it to just be an amazing opportunity to pick up some NFTs right now. So let's zoom in and take a look. All right, so here we go. We are looking at my personal collection, Nifty Sports. I'm going to show you a tool in just a second. A lot of you are probably familiar with Moment Ranks already, but Moment Ranks is now up and running with NFL All Day, which is sick. That's what I use to track my collection on NBA Top Shot. So a ton of these I got from, packs. Like I said, I was able to get 8 packs. A lot of them are debuts. And then a lot of them are the ones that I just bought today. So in addition to tracking them here, it doesn't really look like there's any way to sort your collection quite yet. So what I do is I just create a spreadsheet. I'll just throw it up on the screen here real quick for you to check out. It's super simple. It's something like this. I haven't filled in the cost of the pack yet. What I do on those is I just divvy it out per moment. This is super helpful to have. My spreadsheet on NBA Top Shot has over 1,000 entries plugged in. So this is everything that I bought yesterday and earlier today. We got 18 different transactions. The biggest one would be Tom Brady. I scooped for 300. It's already up to 350. A couple Justin Jefferson all-day debuts, a couple Keenan Allens, San Francisco rare, a couple Stephon Diggs debuts, a couple Vegas rares. Those are also debuts. Everything on here is an all-day debut. So except for this Patrick Mahomes, yeah, everything all day debuts. I haven't gone into anything else yet. This is the total amount that I've spent. You could also look it up on Moment Ranks. I'll just show you right now. Here is momentranks.com/NFL all day. You can see the total market cap is 181,070,937, almost 71,000 unique owners. You just type in your all-day name up here, Nifty Sports, and there you go. That's the total value of my collection, the lowest listing value, the account rank out of all the users, the percentile that you're in. I use this, again, all the time on NBA Top Shot. On Top Shot, I'm a top 0.2%. That's something that I was really working towards, and I like. I want to be top 0.1 one day in Top Shot. My Top Shot collection is a lot bigger than my NFL All Day collection. But hey, I'm a huge football fan, like I said. So if I think NFL All Day is as, a big of long-term bet for me as NBA Top Shot, then there's no reason to think that my collection can't be that big as well. So we're all working towards that and towards our goals. And that's the whole point of the channel, is to help you get there in the smartest way possible. So all right, there you have it, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for hitting that like button. I will see you on the next video very soon. This video is dropping on Friday morning, so good luck with the pack drop. Today, there is a pack drop. I believe it's week 13. I will be queuing up for that. And if you are too, I hope that you rip something good in that drop. So I'll have another NFL All Day video out sometime soon. Just stay posted. Probably going to do them weekly or bi-weekly for now, but make sure to catch the videos on Top Shot UFC Strike, which is also dropping today. I'm dropping a UFC Strike video and other sports NFTs on the channel. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.